It's the only sickness you want. TheNicsick Network, and I'm Nicsick, and today is another update of the WWE Power Rankings Top 10. Remember, if this is your first time tuning into one of these videos on my channel, these are points-oriented. I think that's the key. I think that's the word there. So I'm not picking these. They're based on actually wins and losses and big moments. Alright, let's head into the top 10. Pew! Strawberry Crush. Oof. Alright, so coming in at number 10. I have a laptop now. Oh, you don't see it. Or I've always had a laptop. You know what I'm trying to say. Alright, coming in at number 10 is one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Usos. It's Jimmy Uso. Jimmy had a big Friday Night SmackDown last week. The show is basically like revolved around, sorry about squeaking the table, revolved around him, and also he successfully retained the Tag Team Championships with his brother. Coming in at number 9 is Bianca Belair. I think her first time in the top 10 on this series. She had a big win on Monday Night Raw last night, winning in the main event, keeping Bayley and Becky out of the Elimination Chamber, so she moved up in the rankings because of that. Coming in at number 8 is the Rated R superstar, Edge, gaining one position from last week. Didn't do much, he just had another statement. He tried to help the Street Profits in that brawl, but then Rhea Ripley came out, etc., etc. So it wasn't the best night, but just enough, and he moved up one spot because of Monday Night Raw. We're going to get this next few spots out of the way. Entries number 7 and 6 are the same from last week, Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns. Both not really making an appearance in the last week since the Power Rankings, so we're going to just move on to the next one. Number 5 is the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair. All she really did is she had a sit-down interview with Michael Cole talking about her match with Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, saying that she's going to do what she did to Rhea 3 years ago at the Pandemic Mania. Coming in at number 4 is the man who made his triumphant return. Triumphant, because I said he successfully retained the tag team titles with his brother Jimmy. It's Jay. Jay, who's been gone since the Royal Rumble. Everyone's like questioning his loyalty. Is he in the Bloodline? Is he with Sami Zayn? Is he with the Hit Row? Who knows? But made his shocking return to the crowd out to support his brother, ranked at number 4, gaining a position from last week because of this. And he hadn't been on, so he dropped a spot from probably weeks before. Coming in at number 3 is the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble, Rhea Ripley, making a return last week. She missed last week due to the promotional stuff, according to Dominic. And we thought she was gone again this week, according to Dominic, for promotional stuff, but it was a lie this time, as she got some payback on Beth Phoenix, laying her out with a riptide and setting a big statement heading to the Elimination Chamber mixed tag match between the Judgment Day and Beth and Edge, the great couple they like to call them, this Saturday. Alright, coming in at number 2 is Sami Zayn, gaining 2 spots this week, sending big messages on SmackDown and Raw, telling Paul Heyman that it's going to be it's basically telling him that he's going to win the championship and that the Bloodline is falling apart, and it might be the final touch in the whole scenario. And on Raw, having that great promo with Cody Rhodes, Cody hyping him up. Sami was kind of questioning if he could beat Roman Reigns, and who blames him? The man's beat Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Drew McIntyre. So, but Cody hyped him up. Sami got more like self-confidence, and he's just up. And that's why he's at number 2 now. But coming in at number 1, retaining the spot for the second week in a row. It's hard to beat the man that's on fire right now. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, winning the Royal Rumble matchup. All he really did this week, actually, I'm wrong. I was going to say he had that segment with Sami. Not only that, he had an impromptu match with Baron Corbin. Corbin was talking crap about his dad and his dog or whatever. And Cody, in a suit and nice formal attire, went out there and kicked Baron Corbin's behind and retains the spot. He's got a little gap between number 1 and 2 on these power rankings, but just like that, anything can change in the WWE. But that's going to wrap up the power rankings. If you're just curious, people who got knocked out of the top 10 from last week, it's looking like Brock Lesnar and... I'm sorry, I keep kicking the table, making the squeaky noise if you're hearing that. Brock Lesnar and Io Sky got knocked out of the top 10. A lot of good names coming up in the top 10. I see, well, I'll let you a little insider pull the curtain back. Bronson Reed's climbing up. Liv Morgan's in there a little bit. Austin Theory's up there. Gunther. So there's some big names coming up, but not enough to make the top 10. Maybe next week. Alright, until next time, subscribe, share, and smile.
Who are my enemies? When they step up, we'll see. This is my evolution.
me now, I won't leave you forsaken. See through my eyes and I know you'll awaken. Reclaiming my voice so I won't be mistaken. Enter the walls of your brain like a breaking, but it ain't hit, it's a source of relating.